Hey guys, Ultra Maximus back with another top 10 list. This time we're taking a look at the top 10 toys of 2014. Now this is not based off sales or anything, just my personal top 10 list of figures that I've picked up for 2014. It's been a great year for collectors, and we had some really great figures, not only in the Transformers front, but Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Star Wars, and just in general across the board for figures. So let's take a look at my top 10 figures picked up in 2014. To kick off the top 10 list, we're going to go with the Playmates 30th Anniversary Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle set based on the original comic books. And I love this set. We got some really good Turtle figures this year. We got the movie that came out with the figures for that. The Nickelodeon series, we continued that line with some really great figures. Like we had a second version of Shredder that was superior in every way to the first figure. And we also got some LARPing figures that were cool. But this was the set to get. This year was the 30th anniversary of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I didn't know this set was coming, and this was a glorious surprise. I've been a fan of the Turtles since the original comic books, and I love how they put them in the original comic book cover colors, where every turtle had a red bandana and they all looked mean and snarled, and they've got the scars and the scratches from the comic book pages. The only thing that would make me even happier if they re-released this set in 2015 in a black and white version, so we have the actual black and white comics Turtles to go with this set. I think that would be amazing. I guess you could customize it yourself, but because of how cool this is, we've never had a fun set like this to be able at a low cost to have for collectors, so that's why it's in my top 10 list. My number 9 spot is going to go to Deep Space Nine from the Star Trek Starships collectible series. And while this may not necessarily be a toy, it is definitely cool and one of the funner things I did purchase this year. The detail on this is amazing. It looks really, really nice. It has a metal ring around the outer parts in the docking bay area, and then it has composite pylons. Now, the one thing I will say, I wish this had a stand. Because it feels like these pieces here, the pylons, could easily snap off, and the weight of the thing, it just doesn't seem like it's got enough support. So I'm going to have to get some kind of stand to sit this on, so that it kind of takes the weight off of those pylons. Plus, it'll be up in the air, much like all the other starships in the collection. But this is definitely fun and something every Star Trek fan, I think, should have in their collection, and that's why it's in the top 10 list. Number 8 is going to go to Agent Venom from the Marvel Select series. Now, this was a Walgreens exclusive figure. You can still find them. They are retailing for $19.99. If you can find one, I definitely recommend picking him up if you're a Marvel fan and if you're a Venom fan. Basically, this is the version of Venom where the military put the Venom symbiote on Flash Thompson, Peter Parker's high school bully, and he becomes this military-type agent. Doesn't really go out that well for them, but the figure is a great representation. I love the detail on it. It's got these nice kind of gross little spidery bumps all over the forearms and the shoulders and the legs, kind of like on the abdomen of the spider. We get the tendrils coming out. You can hold guns in the tendril. He has multiple guns. Just all around a really, really cool-looking figure, and that's why he's in my top 10 list. Number 7 is going to go to giant-sized Godzilla. This figure is huge. It is about as big as the Titan-class Metroplex Transformer toy that we received this year, and This thing is a lot of fun. Now, granted, I think it's probably, it's about $10, $10 or $20 more than what I think it should be, but overall, the detail on this figure is spectacular. He does have some posability. He's got this giant tail that does swing back and forth, which is pretty awesome. Hopefully that got picked up in the camera. Yeah, I mean, this thing is really, really cool. Mouth opens and closes. The detail on it is really, really fun. I'm not that big of a Godzilla fan, but it's huge, it's durable, and this is what makes a damn fine Godzilla toy. Unfortunately, they did pull, it's supposed to have a roaring effect, and you can still see the speaker slot where it was supposed to go. It didn't make it to final production, which if it had, I think that really would have probably sold me on the cost of the figure. But overall, I have no regrets. It's huge, it's fun, it's awesome. That's why it's in the top 10. The number 6 spot is going to go to the NECA Batman the action figure based on the old 8-bit Nintendo game. Now, they did produce a 1989 official colors version of this figure. However, this one eked out a little bit over the other because of the box. It comes in a box that looks like the old school Batman video game, and that is damn cool. And if you wanted to, you could leave the figure in for display. It's a perfect mold of Michael Keaton. It is the best 89 Batman figure I have seen in this scale. The colors are crazy because they are based on the video game, but I like it. It's kind of fun, and I'm hoping they do a Joker in this color scheme as well as in the traditional color scheme. But this thing is awesome. Much like the Marvel figures, unfortunately, it does not stand very well and could use a figure stand, but again, that's a minor gripe. This thing is amazing, and that's why it's in my top 10 list. Number 5 is going to go to Carnage. This is a Marvel Select figure that came out this year and has got to be the best Carnage figure that we have gotten to date. I adore this figure. I thank my good friend Josh from Transformer Society Club. He got this for me for Christmas, and I have yet to see one of these figures in the store. I have looked and looked and looked the entire year. I've never seen this one, and I've never seen the other one. Toxin, I think, is the other character. But yeah, this actually came all the way from Alaska. That's how far Josh had to look to actually get this figure, and it's damn cool. The problem with the figure is getting him to stand. All these Marvel Legends figures seem to be that way, and it really could use a figure stand, but that is really a small gripe because of how well the figure's done with all the tendrils, the paint, the sculpt. Everything is gorgeous, and that's why it's in my top 10 list. Number 4 is going to go to the USS Enterprise NCC-1701D from the Star Trek Starship collectible line, and this thing is amazing. Its detail is superb. It just absolutely looks like the Enterprise. It comes with a nice little stand. It's got a metal saucer with a composite body. I mean, this thing is about as realistic as you are going to get on a sci-fi show. And while this is probably more of a collectible than it is a toy, it definitely has got to be in my top 5 list for sure. This is very, very cool stuff. They do have a Enterprise D2 of the future from the final episode that I need to get as well, and I think that rounds out my Star Trek ship collection, but this is definitely something that topped my list this year as far as toys. My number 3 pick has got to go to the Star Wars Black Series 6-inch Jabba the Hutt. This thing is absolutely the best Jabba the Hutt figure that we have received. He's got a mouth that moves. The paint detail on the figure is amazing. I mean, you can't go wrong with this figure. It's basically, it uses the Slave Leia as an accessory piece. The only thing that we need is for them to release the actual throne and his little sidekick. Now, there was, I believe it was San Diego Comic-Con version of this that had a cardboard throne in a Salacious Crumb, but I want an actual plastic throne with Salacious Crumb as an accessory piece to get with this. So come on, guys, we definitely have got to get that. But definitely the best Star Wars figure they've put out this year and the best Jabba ever. So that's why he's my top 10 list. All right, number 2 has got to go to Hot Toys Wolverine from the Wolverine. This figure is immaculate. This came with so many accessories, different hand pieces. We've got the adamantium claws. We have the bone claws it came with. It also came with a sword that is made of metal, and it's even inscribed. I mean, this thing is just spectacular. This is one of the best figures I've ever seen. It really probably classifies more as a doll, but it's still a toy, and it's very, very cool. The detail in the clothing, it has actual working belt, actual functional tie, buttons on the shirt. There are multiple layers of clothes. Just absolutely a great figure. I really did like the Wolverine movie, so this was a natural pickup. You know, and this is only my second Hot Toy, and I gotta say, I'm very impressed, and I'm definitely purchasing more. So that's why he's number 2 in my top 10 list. Alright, and my number 1 figure for 2014 has got to go to the Hot Toys Black Widow from Captain America Winter Soldier. This figure is completely amazing. It is so lifelike, so real. This was the first Hot Toys figure I actually picked up, and, well, it got me a believer in the line. They are not cheap. Like I said, these are for serious collectors. These go for just under $200 to up to $600, depending on which figure you're looking for. Is it worth it? I think so if you're a serious collector and you really do appreciate the details. They are amazing. Just beautiful. Love the hair, love the sculpt, paint job, everything is just immaculate. So there it is, my top 10 toys for 2014. If you guys like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. Definitely subscribe to my channel. I do appreciate it. Share my videos. And as always, look for more videos in the future.